Everyone knows the saying, treat others how you want to be treated, which means you want respect and equality. If you give it, you want to receive it. This goes for any concept or issue in life. Today I'll be talking about why same-sex marriage should be legalized worldwide. I will talk about how I relate to the topic, reasons why it should be legalized, and the countries that allow same-sex marriage. So I myself am in a relationship with a woman who I love very much, and she is someone who I see myself spending the rest of my life with. There may be hardships that we face because of the community that we are in, but now I have never realized how good we have it until I look at the bigger picture. Same-sex marriage wasn't legalized until a couple years ago in the US, and before that, people of the community weren't able to truly be themselves, and they were forced to not be able to commit who they love. Same goes for territories who don't allow same-sex marriage. Someone may feel the same way but aren't able to do it because of the laws that are in that area. It's not fair that only some people around the world are able to love who they want and be free, while others have to suffer and can't express themselves. Some well-known celebrities, such as Kristen Bell, the voice of Anna from Frozen, delayed their marriage to wait for marriage equality for all. According to the article Global Snapshot of Same-Sex Marriage, states that in the recent years, a growing number of countries has allowed same-sex marriage to become legal. And in this picture, as you can see, the green, everything in green is where it is allowed, and everything in gray is where it's not allowed. So besides the Americas right here, everything that's mostly allowed in the countries is in Western Europe, but there's still a bigger number that isn't allowed in the rest of Europe, as well as Africa. And the only part in Africa that allows it is South Africa. And down here, New Zealand, Taiwan, and Australia allow same-sex marriage. Now, there have been studies that have been done to prove the stability. According to the article Pros and Cons, a 2011 study by UCLA's Williams Institute reported that the rate at which legally same-sex couples end their relationship is 1.1% on average, while 2% of heterosexual couples divorce annually. This research supports that same-sex partnerships can contribute just as good as heterosexuals to a stable society. According to the same article, Massachusetts was the first state to legalize same-sex marriage in 2004, and they saw a 21% decrease in divorce. And Alaska prohibited same-sex marriage and saw a 17.2% increase in divorce. And as you know, divorces are an unstable environment for a child. So there's a bunch of effects on them, such as they're denied the stability that comes with having married parents, including a guarantee of child support if divorce is in place and a legal connection to the parents. Now, loving who you want to love and the right to marriage is a basic human right. And we're going to talk about what human rights means and inalienable rights. Same-sex marriage in legal and human rights states that human rights are a concept to which every human being has universal inalienable rights regardless of his or her nationality, ethnicity, social status, culture, religion, and law enforced in their country. Inalienable rights are defined as personal rights held by an individual which aren't bestowed by law, custom, or belief, and which can't be taken away or given away by another person. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights states men and women of full age without limitation due to race, nationality, or religion have the right to marry and found a family. Everyone deserves to be treated equally under the law and to be free from discrimination on the basis of gender and sexual orientation. People a part of the LGBTQ community are normal, everyday people. If one was not to talk about their personal love life, they would still be like everyone else or seen as a normal person like the majority straight people. The only difference between them are the gender in which they prefer or love. Love has no gender, and no one should be able to tell someone otherwise because it is a basic human right to have equality and freedom regardless of the context. The greater stability, including lower divorce rates and the basic human rights to marry, are some of the many reasons why same-sex marriage should be legalized worldwide. I will leave with one thought for you to ponder. Why is it okay or right for society to vote on the LGBT communities, marriage rights, and rights in general. The heterosexual community has never had their rights be denied or their marriage be voted as an issue. Thank you.
Show us.
Oh.
This is everybody. We love it. Yay!